It's always fun when we get out of the Thai versus X fights. Right? It's nice to see a little bit of a mix-up. We got Brazil versus Japan. Another classic matchup in fight sport, especially in the MMA field. But we got a Muay Thai fight between a 26-year-old, a 27-year-old, 5'7" Brazilian, a 5'10" Japanese. 137 pounds for both men. We got catchweight Muay Thai about to go down. That Brazilian does look a little bit stockier, stronger, and it looks like a little bit of a taller, leaner Japanese fellow there. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to skip ahead. I like seeing him just get into the ring and just start right from the ring. He's got a pair of eyeballs on him. He's going to see this fight going down the entire time. Sound on. Let's party. I love the style of Japanese striking athletes. Always fun watching them. Usually very technical. All right, great footwork. Good boxing. 18-4. It's a pretty good record. Pretty good record. Okay, Alber. He's not missing shit with those eyeballs. 23-0 versus 18-4. Okay, they have very similar amount of experience in terms of fights. Who knows what those 23 fights were like before this one? You know, where he was fighting, the quality of the athletes. But regardless, you do 23 fights and you're winning all of them, you gotta be good. You gotta be good. He also has pretty beefy cauliflower ears. So he might be an MMA athlete as well. He's an active fighting athlete. Nice low kicks from both men. All right, Seto trying to cover the distance, right, popping his jab off. To Silva countering with low kicks while keeping the space. Right, he wants to close the distance intelligently and not rush into things. But Seto's got a good snappy jab. It's popping right down the middle every single time. All right, but the low kicks from De Silva are just cracking into that thigh. I don't know if Seto's really checked one, and it's hard to check while you're moving forward because you're going to be constantly putting weight on your lead leg, right, making it easier and easier to kick. Nice catch by De Silva, balancing his Japanese rival. Seto doesn't have the power, though. He's got good hands. I can see that just out of his jab. He's got nice boxing. But, yeah, his kicks, he's not showing the same amount of power as De Silva. Just look at the thighs on Silva. Nice little overhand. All right, he's starting to pick up the pressure a little bit. Seto giving a little bit of an overreaction off of De Silva's strike there. He's not defending anything. Honestly, he's doing okay when he has a bit of range, but as soon as he closes the distance trying to strike, he's getting countered almost every time. And De Silva's really just landing every shot. Seto had his hands up, but that's really about it. It wasn't like an intelligent defense. He just had his forearm in front of it. Got cracked. Almost knocked him off his feet. Nice jab. Caught Silva on the way in. Looks like he hurt him. I'm really interested on Seto's strategy. They must have watched something from De Silva before. But for him to just, as a bigger, taller, longer guy who doesn't have the same amount of power, for him to just walk forward into Silva the entire time, like, this would be the only result. Like, he's going to eat a shit ton of shots. Like, this is not his range to be fighting in. Right, he's got a great jab, too, so he could be using that the entire time to keep the space and maybe set us some other strikes. But for him to just keep walking forward is just not the move, Chief. That's not the move. A little high kick action. Crushed. Nice old body lock takedown. Seto's strategy is bad. Is a bad strategy. Not smart. Fun to watch. Not smart strategy though. Use the jab. Move around a bit. Dance around the ring. Show off some footwork. But for you to just walk forward into this brick Brazilian shithouse. Well, he popped up that high kick. That was... Never even saw that happen mid-fight. But the Silva's got crazy power. Clipped him in the chin. So he did hit him there. It looked like he hit his forearms from the other angle. And with the MMA gloves too, if you're planning on just blocking everything and just having your forearms up in front of every strike, like, it does not work. Those punches are going to sneak through every time. Yeah, look at the cauliflower ears on him. I don't know what's going to happen with Seto, but he has a terrible game plan. Damn, stepped in. Again, that 1-2, now he's starting to throw a real Muay Thai style, high elbow, just power coming in from over top. It's almost like Sexan. Wait, he throws it. You don't want to get hit with that shit. That's got power to it. Every shot, he's hitting hard. Nice. Oh! Traded the elbows. Yeah, he's eating the worst of everything. Very cool. Trying to put a little flair on his fighting too. Right, he's dominating with the hands and the low kicks, but I appreciate that he's trying to mix in some more exciting techniques just for the crowd. He doesn't need to do that jump knee. But if this is already going, like, this looks like a glorified sparring match for him. Like, beautiful check hook, kind of putting Seto into the corner. Missed an opportunity to keep him there, but it's not like he's not gonna have the chance again. Ooh. So Seto can back up. It's possible. He just doesn't really attempt it more than once a fight. Work the jab. Work the jab. Well, they're talking to each other. What language do you think they're speaking? Do you think they're going English just to keep it an even playing field? Nice elbows. Oh, it's a messy clinch. But I like that both the guys are being really active with it. The Silva doesn't give anything away for free either. Almost every time Seto throws a strike, Silva throws back. See? Gets kicked, kicks. Punch, 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 punch. Alright, it's just his trading back and forth. But he does really well with this game. He's kind of doing the first and third strategy a lot as well. Nice cut. Nice, another great low kick. Trading them. Damn. It's a good fight so far. Alright, not a lot of dynamic technique happening here. It really is just a fighter's fight. Just keep on throwing shots back and forth the entire time. Silva getting the better of everything. I was going to suggest, right, Seto's doing well with the jab. If he just offered maybe a little bit of variation with his striking, you know, adding in some feints, maybe getting... That was a beautiful elbow off the ropes there. But if you use some feints, he could probably get Silva giving off some big reactions, and maybe he could land some better shots. He didn't even land the elbow there. It was 100% Silva's elbow. But real technical fighters use elbows. Use... what was I going to say? No, sorry, not use elbows. Use feints. Nice, good high kick to open it up. Got the toes behind the guard. Nice jab. 1-2 over the top. Seto trying to move backwards. He's got a good counter high kick while he's on the back foot. That's pretty cool. Right, he's using his footwork. He's stepping away, just a little lean, and snaps that kick up. Seto's doing actually a lot better this round to hit and then try to get out of that mid-range. Like, I hear the other commentators talking about the exact same thing that we've been saying since the start. But to kind of hang out in front of him and constantly walk forward just can't be the strategy against this guy. And you should have found that out really in the first minute of the fight. Should have been thinking, oh shit, I got to use my jab, I got to move, footwork. Right, that pressure on is great, but you're not going to gas him. Nice elbow over the top. Maybe I spoke too soon. Silva looks a little bit more tired. Oh! No way! Holy shit. After everything I said, I would have never expected that to happen. He really just went balls to the wall. Didn't give up. Wow. Damn! That's why you gotta love fighting. Because he just was not gonna win that fight. He was not winning that fight. Not in my books. He was going forward. He was landing shots. But, man, he was not winning the majority of the exchanges. But just caught Silva off guard there. 2-3 land. One overhand. Another one follows up. And just keeps slugging, hoping for the best. And it looked like Silva was a little bit disoriented or off-balanced by one of the punches. And he was trying to regain a little bit of control. Like, didn't even have the wherewithal to bring his hands back. But fuck, that's silly. Slamming the mouth guard. Yo, we're going to watch that one again. That was tight. Bop! Damn. To win that fight. That was impressive. I just noticed the activate windows thing in the corner of my screen. I won't ever do it. They can't convince me. Wow. Never would have expected that to happen. Good for Seto. Man, that's got to be... going into that third round, imagine what the odds were. I would have all my money on De Silva. But let's watch that finish again. We got to go from the third round. All right, even here, you know what? He was doing much better in this third round. Let's just kind of go closer to the start of it. All right, he was doing much better, just using a bit of footwork, creating space, landing shots while moving away, still working that jab. All right, he lands 2 really nice jabs there, just dropping the hands. Can feel De Silva on the back foot. All right, not ready to put the pressure back on. But Silva, yeah, it's funny. I said, you know, you're not going to gas him out. And then suddenly, once it was his turn to sort of get the fight back in his favor and start putting a little bit more pressure on, maybe get a bit more aggressive with his combinations, he just did not look like the same guy that we saw in the first and the second round. A little bit slower, a little bit lazier, maybe some more arm punching. But Seto pretty much looked the exact same the entire time. Like, he was moving just as fast. He looked a little beat up for sure. A little bruised up. Nice little chipping leg kick. Beautiful right hand comes over the top. Follows up with another. Just keeping that pressure on. Just keeps on throwing. He knows he landed a good shot. Goes for that jump knee to the body. A little too close to the ropes. Getting jammed up in it. Alright, the guys are stuck in the clinch. We see this beautiful elbow. Let's watch that elbow. Really close. Right, he's pulling back, sort of ripping that guard open, and just chips that elbow over the top. Alright, that's perfect timing. And De Silva, yeah, he's looking a little bit overwhelmed right now. You can see it in those big buggy eyes he's got. But Seto, again, popping off that jab. He had the range with that jab the entire time. Very smart. Let's watch that again. Right, he's touching with the jab. Silva usually throwing back right away. It looks like he was even going to throw that right hand before Silva even started to throw. Like he was going to parry and then throw that shot over top. And it just so happened that Silva tried to pop off his own jab. And you just see that perfect intercept overhand. All right, with Seto slipping his head to the inside. He knows he landed it, just keeps following up. All right, just go to town on him, and the fight's going to be over. But that jab, all right, Silva creating a little bit of space. All right, there's a big load up on that lead hand, and yeah, Seto was already mid-punch and just moved his head to the inside and brought that overhand over the top and just keeps on going, just keeps on throwing those shots until Silva crashes face first to the canvas. Seto losing his mind, rightfully so. Oh, missed the mouthguard slam. Come on. God, you got to appreciate that energy. That's real energy. Oh, there's the mouthguard bouncing around behind him. Stay down, buddy. It's all good. Just the way they're lying with each other. You can't laugh at a guy when he's down, but man, the way the Muay Thai refs, like the real Thais, how passionate they are about doing their job. Like just pulling him down, turning his chin up to him. Look at me, baby. I got you. You're safe. You're safe with me. That's what I'm talking about. That's Muay Thai. Okay, awesome. Couldn't be any better. That was fun, guys. All right, we'll see you next time.